God, wild out there. Right, so this is sort of like, it could end up being a spoiler review, okay? It's just to go, I just want to talk what I mentioned in my last video about the music for Aquaman. And also I'll be talking about stuff that happened in the film. Right, but before I go on, the film was fine. It was okay, right? I enjoyed it, and I think that's what most people say. But it was just missing that ingredient. That ingredient that we got from, say, Zack Snyder, which was the music, which we got from the composer, which was that. Now, the film itself in general and Aquaman, all the characters are quite, they explained the motives you got, the backstory you got. It didn't delve into too deeply about something. It didn't bore you with a lot of the history. It told you what you needed to know about the history of Atlantis, why it was down at the bottom, how advanced it was, and again, if some people say it was like Black Panther, no, Black Panther is a made-up place. Atlantis, somehow, there's records of the place that existed. There's folklore about this place being more advanced. So, I had that going for it, and I believe there's bits in the film that sort of explains why there's so many different creatures down under the sea, is because of what happened to Atlantis and the people that lived there and how it came down. So, and of course, also that sort of scary sort of moment when oh god, what is it? What are those creatures called again? Oh, is it the reef? No, it's not the reef. Anyway, you know what I'm talking about. It's a big sort of monster sort of thing in the place. I can't believe that the name just escapes me. But when they appeared, that was that, and there's thousands of them all chasing Aquaman and stuff like that. So it explains that, and my boy turned around to me and asked me who the crab people were. Now, that was sort of new to me as well. Not one that's got a big PhD on Aquaman folklore, but I got the gist that this was another group of people, maybe descendants from Atlantis, that somehow turn into crabs. I've no idea, but it didn't distract me, and there was some sort of mermaid men and whatnot. Fine, that's the way you go, and there's creatures down at the bottom of the sea that you don't know has ever existed, it's unexplored. If you want to invent all these creatures, fine, so be it. You get all that in programs like Atom. If you ever shrinks down, then you'll see all these mystical islands, and I quite liked the fact that you had the big island, in the centre of Jules Verne thing with the dinosaurs and everything else. Then of course it's the Kraken and stuff. So all that somehow just made sense. Right? Everything about the film sort of just made sense, and how Aquaman, there could be umpteen movies about undersea. The world under the sea seems to be more hectic and more busy than above land. So you could easily make so many films about Aquaman just under the sea and not above land, and how his time might be spent more dealing with the trials and tribulations that's happening on the sea than worry about what's happening on the land. And it did make sense about the rubbish and the waste and everything else and stuff, and the ocean master again, all the tribes, and you didn't really need to see a big army attack in the land, right? But it would have been good, Aquaman standing against that sort of war. But then again, it was really good to see him with his fishes helping out. I did see people leave when the credits came up, and I felt like shouting, hold on, wait a wee minute, there's something else coming. And lo and behold, it was basically Black Manta and how he just wants to get a hold of Aquaman, which for me is okay. But to be honest, after seeing Black Manta and Aquaman fighting again, it doesn't pull me in, because we've already seen they two fight. And that was Aquaman at half strength of what he was capable of. And, you know, he kicked his ass. And so to have another fight where it's just him and Black Manta, they would have to bring something. So it didn't really excite me for a Black Manta, unless we think back to the Justice League ending, where Lex Luthor's talking about, you know, a League of Their Own, which was the Legion of Doom, which could mean, yeah, Deathstroke, Black Manta, and all that sort of stuff that then could lead to a Justice League movie, which I don't know, I just very much doubt so far. There has, and of course we're still unsure. Yeah, Aquaman's came out and he's said, you know, Henry Cavill still Superman. Yeah, he might still be on the papers as Superman, but you know, where are the films? Where are the comfort zones and stuff like that? So unless something gets confirmed where Batman and Superman is confirmed, whereas really Warner Brothers is confirming it, then I don't know. There's still a what if. But back to the movie, right? For me, as I say, when we walked out, the wife turns to me now. She enjoyed Justice League, right? She liked Justice League, and the kids that I took loved Justice League. And when I asked them what the favourite bit was, they said it was the bit when Aquaman walks into the water with the beer and the rock music. That was the bit that they loved the best, and I liked it. Got me going. And you expected that from Aquaman. But no, we didn't get that. There was maybe a little moment in the submarine bit when he turns his head and a wee electric guitar plays, but that was about it. And for some reason they're having this thing where they have to include two sort of popular pop songs or something like that amongst the soundtrack. They did it with Justice League, and now they're doing it with, I think they also added a song in Man of Steel. Not much with BVS, but it seemed to have done it with Aquaman. But there were moments, there were hundreds and hundreds of moments where Aquaman's presence, like coming through the waterfall or riding on the Kraken, where a theme tune of his would be so good, right? Even if it was a good guitar riff and everything else. And like I said in my last video, Wonder Woman had that. Wonder Woman had that on the battlefield in No Man's Land. The Wonder Woman theme tune that was in Justice League, when you were seeing all the characters on the display screens, that got you pumped. That really got you pumped. But the music in Aquaman really was just, for me, was the only thing that was letting the movie down. And to put the importance on the music is, you think of Jaws. Jaws was nothing without that music. Indiana Jones, when you hear that tune, it gets you pumped. James Bond, whenever there's a James Bond moment, and even when you're playing it on a game, as soon as that music comes on, that means coolness. Wonder Woman, coolness. Danny Elfman, he was just too lazy. He brought out his music, you know, and this is what people are forgetting, is you need a catchy tune for each of the character, and Junkie XL said he created that. Now, I don't know if it's too late. I watch programs like Celebrity in the Jungle, Get Me Out of Here and stuff like that. Any sort of those programs, when they're in the jungle and when they're doing this big water cannon and they're dressing up as heroes, guess what comes on? Man of Steel theme tune. And it gets you pumped. People recognise it. Anything that's sort of heroic. So you can imagine watching TV, and if something happens that involves water, what tune are you going to put on? Aquaman. And companies and TV companies must be scratching their heads wondering, Aquaman is a big movie, yet we can't promote it anymore because there's no theme tune for him. And if there was, it flew over my head. The Avengers has got a theme tune. Justice League, not as much. These are the top brass heroes, and I keep saying this in every video. They need a theme tune. They need something where boys can dress up as Aquaman or Wonder Woman, whatever, and sing their tune. With Aquaman, what can you do? You can basically make up your own tune. He's a hero that deserves his own sort of tune. And even if he doesn't, you look at Iron Man. Iron Man does it with rock music. With AC/DC now, rock music is really thingied for Iron Man. And it's not that you're copying the idea from Iron Man, it's the fact that Aquaman is set up, thanks to Zack Snyder, to be some sort of cool rock dude. Right? And in some scenes he's even made some people dressed up in some rock gear in a bar. So you need that, I'm so cool, give me a bottle of beer, I'm bad to the bone sort of shit. You need that in that. And so when you had moments in the film where he was doing something heroic, the music didn't back him up. Yes, the music was okay if it was something to do with Disney, you know, it was like, but that was the only thing. Now, nobody will ever see this video, and it will have no influence in any up-and-coming film. So I'm just speaking to those people that might actually see my point and know that you're not the only one thinking of it. And I say, please, whoever's doing it, if there's a Zack Snyder cut, please let's introduce an Aquaman theme tune. Please get Junkie XL back involved with the Snyder cut, and maybe having it in Justice League, we may actually get it in for Aquaman. Because Junkie XL wrote it for Justice League. Let us know what you think in the comments below. If not, give us a like, give us a thumbs down, whatever, it's up to you. Not bothered either way. Thank you very much.